Hello, my name is Diego Ramos Crespo. I'm 16 years old and I am a student of the 12th English course at the University Cultural Complex. And today I'm here to talk about nuclear energy. So let's get started. We are in constant interaction with energy and we use it all the time. Energy is the capacity to do work and power is the rate of energy delivery. One of the most important types of energy in our society is electricity. It is indispensable for many electronic devices such as computers, smartphones, air conditioners, ovens, TVs, lamps, or even some means of transport like in the case of subways and electrical vehicles. There are different ways to generate electricity. Today, as I said previously, I am going to talk about nuclear energy. But in order to understand it, first we have to know what atoms are. An atom is the smallest unit of matter that retains all of the chemical properties of an element. Atoms combine to form molecules, which then interact to form solids, liquids, and gases. An example of this is common salt. That one that we have in the kitchen is composed of atoms of chlorine and sodium. Atoms consist of three basic particles: protons, electrons, and neutrons. The nucleus or center of the atom contains the protons, positively charged, and the neutrons, which have no charge. The outermost regions of the atom are called electron shells and contain the electrons, which are negatively charged. Atoms have different properties based on the arrangement and number of their basic particles. Now, having understood what atoms are, we can talk about nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is obtained when the internal structure of atoms is manipulated. It is commonly used for the production of electricity, but it is also applied in other areas such as in the medical, environmental, or military sectors. There are two ways to obtain nuclear energy: by nuclear fusion and by nuclear fission. Nuclear fission occurs when a nucleus of a heavy atom splits into two or more smaller and lighter atoms due to the impact of an incident neutron that destabilizes the core and divides it. As a consequence, a large amount of energy, gamma rays, and other neutrons are emitted. These other neutrons can cause the same effect into other atoms. This is called chain reaction. On the other hand, we have nuclear fusion. It happens when nuclei of two lighter atoms unite to form a heavier one. It is needed to reach large amounts of energy to make the nuclei approach in very short distances to exceed the electrostatic repulsion forces and make them fusion. Commonly, this process is done with hydrogen and its isotopes, which are deuterium and tritium. An example of this process takes place in the Sun, where two atoms of hydrogen fuse together to form helium, releasing large amounts of energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation that reaches our planet and we can perceive as heat and light. But where do you think all this information could be applied in? Exactly, in nuclear plants. A nuclear plant or central is the industrial facility used to generate electricity by the use of nuclear fuel. Their useful life is between 40 and 60 years. For now, only nuclear fission is used in nuclear centrals. It is worth mentioning that the device where the nuclear reaction takes place is called nuclear reactor, and it's a completely controlled environment. Besides, the most common element used is uranium-235. Currently, fusion reactors don't proportion electrical energy, although there are research facilities that are studying this technology that is likely to be used in the future. According to this article from the International Atomic Energy Agency, the amount of energy produced from nuclear fusion is 4 times as much as nuclear fission reactions. The authors, Irina Chatsis and Matteo Barbarino, mention that in theory, with just a few grams of these reactants, it is possible to produce a terajoule of energy, which is approximately the energy one person in a developed country needs over 60 years. To sum up, I would like to show you a picture of the only nuclear central in Mexico. It is located in Laguna Verde, Veracruz, and it has 2 nuclear reactors. Did you know about it? Well, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for your attention.